During this class, we are going to implement an initial approach for the solution in order to sort the results of our RESTful API. Of course, if we want to sort the results, it means that we have a collection of elements to sort. It means that we are going to act only over the showAll method in order to sort the collection. Fortunately for us, Laravel collections provide us a very interesting method to sort collections depending on the value of an attribute. We are going to do an initial approach that is not the complete solution because we are going to see a little problem with this, but let's do it in this way and solve it in the next classes. So for now, we just need to go to our API trait, the API responsor, and just after this show message method, we are going to create a new one method called sort data. For now, the sort data is going to receive a collection of elements, and it is going to return it. It is going to return the collection independently if it is sorted or not. And we are going to sort the collection depending on the existence of a specific parameter in the URL. So if we have the sort by parameter in the URL, we can proceed. As you can see here, we are accessing to a request information using the request helper. In this way, we don't need to receive the values of the request or inject data. We just need to resolve the request directly inside the method using this helper. And we can use it as usual, in this case using the has method. So if we have the sort by element, the value of that sort by parameter is going to be the index or the attribute that we are going to use to sort. So the attribute is going to be equal to the value of the sort by from the request. Once we have this, we just need to sort the collection. We can use the sort by method, and that method just receives the attribute that we are going to use to sort. Of course, if this attribute does not exist inside the collection, it is not going to fail. It is just going to return something like a random sort collection. So we don't need to take care about that because we know that it is not going to fail at all. So now, after Laravel 5.4 was introduced a new feature called hiked ordered messages that basically allow us to use some methods from the collections as attributes instead of just methods. So if we want to use the hiked ordered messages from the sort by method, in this case, we just need to do this in this way. Of course, as it is a variable, we should use this between mustaches in order to avoid any kind of problem with the syntaxes. After this, we should be able to see what's happening. So if we go to Postman and check the users list, we can obtain the regular response, and we can use the sort by stuff to say I want to sort by name. So once we have this here, we just need to use it in the showAll method. Once we have this, the collection is going to be sorted. Now, we need to be careful here because the sort data must be executed before the transform data method, because remember that the transform data first is returning an array, And equally, if we want to create a collection from that array, it is not going to work in the same way because the transformation is an instance of the PHP Fractal class. So that is not going to work as we expected. So that means that we should not be able to use the collection methods in the same way. So for that reason, we have to use it before to transform the data. So now if we go to check here, we have the list of users, the regular list, and we can use the sort by. Let's say by name. And here we can see how it is sorting by the name. We can use any other value like the email. And it is working pretty well. Of course, we can use it for any other kind of resource. So let's just see in the next class a little problem that we have here. Well, in fact, it's not a little problem. It's a very important problem that we have to solve in the next classes. So see you there.